Hello, I'm so excited to be connecting with you guys today. I had such a deeply profound, clarifying, and awakening experience this morning in my meditation, and it's going to be my greatest joy to share it with you all. But first, I don't know why I'm feeling called to clarify that I'm not a Scorpio. I just like bugs. I don't have anything against Scorpios. My husband is a Scorpio and he's wonderful. So nothing against them. I'm just not one of them. I'm an Aries. Aries, Sun, Taurus, Moon, Libra, Rising. Okay. I felt like I needed to clear that up. I don't know why. It doesn't really matter, but whatever. So this morning, in my meditation, I put together my Maharic Shield, activated my Maharic Shield, and anchored down, grounded myself into the earth. And then I called on the Ascended Masters, and Yeshua came through. So I asked him for guidance and clarity. And I was immediately guided to begin breathing into my heart space and just building up this sense of love and peace in my heart as I breathed until it got explosive. And on the final exhale, I just saw the energy blasting out all over the whole earth, just rippling over the whole earth. And as this was happening, I was just getting these visions of peace and love for everyone. I was seeing wars ended instantaneously, people just laying down their weapons and weeping. And I saw people who were out in the cold, shivering and hungry. All of a sudden, something washed over them and they felt a sense of warmth and safety, and their bellies were satisfied. And I saw orphanages with crying babies all of a sudden go silent and start cooing. And I saw estranged families coming back together in unity and love. And I saw people who were fighting at bars all of a sudden stop fighting and just hugging each other. I'm even getting emotional thinking back to it. I was crying all morning in this meditation, and even after this meditation, I just couldn't stop crying because of how much of a deep level of profound peace and unconditional love I saw sweeping over this planet. And it was the most beautiful experience I have ever had in my entire life. And it gave me such an intense and an insane amount of clarity. I have never been more clear on my mission here on this planet in my entire life. I have never been so rooted and grounded in the presence of heaven on earth, and my mission to anchor heaven on earth, to bring as many of us together in order to anchor heaven on earth. I have never been more clear in my entire life. And I'm sharing this because, of course, you don't need a guided meditation to do this. You're so powerful that you can facilitate this on your own. And this is one of the meditations you can do this on your own. That's my point. You don't need me. But I will be facilitating this as a guided meditation in my 21-day higher self activation, which I have gained so much clarity on this morning that it's truly going to be an individual, what's that called? An individual activation of our Christ seed. And we're going to, at the beginning of each live, we'll activate our Maharic Shield, which I'm going to place a link below to the Ascension Glossary where you can read more about the 12D grid Maharic Shield activation and what it all is about, but it essentially protects your light body and anchors you to the earth. So we'll be doing this at the beginning of each live, and then we'll be going into a meditation that will be facilitated. I'll be facilitating the guided meditations. I'm going to be pulling in whoever wants to come through. Yeshua might come through again, and I hope he does, so that we can have this beautiful experience together like I had this morning. But we'll just flow with it and see what wants to come through and create this space for us to sit in our own Christ consciousness, sit and activate our own Christ seed, so that we can better come together and actively anchor heaven on earth, so that not only are we elevating our own levels of consciousness and remembrance, but we are anchoring it in such a way that it's activating people who aren't even participating in this 21-day integration. So I'm very excited. And then afterwards, after the meditation, we'll have discussions about what we all experienced, and it'll be on Zoom, so I can pull people up and we can all talk about what we experienced. And we'll have, after the discussion, we'll do a Q&A at the end if anyone has any conflicting thoughts, or maybe things that came up that they're unsure about, or just any questions at the end. We'll do a live Q&A at the end of each day. So that's going to be 21 days. I'm going to put the link to that in my bio. I finally made a snip feed link for that, so you can go sign up for that below. Yeah, I'm so excited to be here with you all. It is such an honor to be on this planet at this time with all of you. And it is my deepest honor to bring us all together in this space. And fulfill. If this resonates with you, I believe this is what we came here to do, is to anchor the presence of heaven on earth. I mean, yeah, obviously. And we're all so powerful. And like I said, you don't need me. You don't need anyone to facilitate these guided meditations for you. But it is incredibly powerful, the more of us that come together and sit in these energies together, where two or more are gathered. What's that quote? What's that verse in the Bible? Where two or more are gathered, expect miracles, something like that. So yeah, the more of us that come together, the more powerful this will be. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this, you guys. And I'm so grateful for all of you being here. Yeah, the energy today is so peaceful. It's so peaceful. And it's so beautiful. And I believe what I saw in my meditation today with Yeshua, that is where we're headed. Peace on earth. The total remembrance of who we are. And when we remember who we are, there is no more suffering. There is no more pain, because suffering and pain don't exist within the truth of who we are. And I'm not saying that we're never going to experience emotions such as grief, such as anger, such as just these lower vibrational emotions. I'm not saying that we are never going to experience those again now that we've entered the new earth. What I'm saying is we'll be able to flow through these things with such ease and with such grace for ourselves that it will no longer create suffering. It will just be an experience that we move through, just as much as we move through the experience of joy, just as much as we move through higher vibrational experiences. We'll move through the lower vibrational ones with as much ease and grace as the higher ones. So it will no longer create a sense of suffering. And I believe that's where we're headed. True unity and peace on earth. And we are here to anchor these frequencies, to come together and facilitate miracles together. I'm in awe this morning. True awe for this experience. And it's incredibly humbling. I'm just so grateful. I have nothing else to say. I'm speechless this morning. I'm utterly speechless. So I'm going to put all those links in the description. I'm curious to see how you guys are feeling, what y'all are experiencing. Just let me know. Leave a comment below. I'll read them. I try to respond to all the comments, but there's just been so many that if I haven't gotten back to your comment, I apologize. It's just, there's been a lot coming through in the past few days. It's a miracle. It's beautiful. So yeah, I will read them all. So I'd love to hear how y'all are doing. And it's just like a beautiful space for this community to talk about what we're all going through, what we're all experiencing, so that we have less of a sense of loneliness in what we're going through at this time. So yeah, I will talk to y'all later, and I'm going to put those links below for the 21-day higher self activation integration. And I'll put the link below of what the Maharic Shield is, if you want to read about that on the Ascension Glossary. I learned the visuals of how to do this through somebody I follow on TikTok. His name is Ty-El, Ty-E-L, Iceling Magic. And he helped me very much learning how to do this, because he puts the visuals, instead of trying to figure it out in your mind of like what it's supposed to look like, he created like a graphic design visual of what it looks like to lock in your Maharic Shield. So if you want to look him up on TikTok, he has a lot of visuals like that to help with energy work. But yeah, okay. I'll talk to y'all later.